What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Path to Glory is here. Path to Glory. The trio of national trios. I started looking at this. I don't think this is worth it. You only get a gold players pack, which is quite tragic. And although on first glance it looks easy, same league, max 4, no problem. Players from the same nation is exactly 3. So you can't have 4 obviously, but you can have people from the same league, no problem at all. Overall rating 79, team chemistry 85. Because it's got 2 blocks in there and the blocks count as 55 rated players, I believe. Oh, it doesn't show the blocks anymore. Maybe they count as zeros now then. 79 rated team is actually mad expensive. If you guys could drop a thumbs up, it would be super appreciated. Thank you for being here on the video today. Yesterday's video hasn't gone live yet at the time that I'm making this, so I haven't gauged a response or anything, but I think this will be a fun video for today. So the trio of national trios, there's no actual thing there right now, but what I am going to do here today to start with, maybe we'll throw a couple of games in on Foot Champs at the end as well. I haven't played any more Foot Champs games yet. Autumn ones, not interested. These spring Path to Glories, I've got these 4 untradables. Now, Jonathan Vieira, he can't even get upgraded anymore, even if I wanted him to, because he's gone out of the game. So we can now go to, let's say, the French League, and, oh, I don't want to put an 84 in there. I want to use my 82s. I've got plenty of 82s, but what chemistry do we need here? We only need 30 chemistry. Let me just go to... Let me just have a look at all my players here. So, I don't want to use Viviano because I feel like he's going to be usable. I don't want to use any Premier League or La Liga players because they're all important. Let's just do this. Let me just go here. Let me just skip down. And then we get an untradeable Path to Glory card, which is super, super sick. And the price of it is quite expensive. Apart from the fact that it's not. Now, the 82 rated cards are obviously about to raise dramatically in price. I've been picking them up for 3.4k for Giroud, 2k there, 1.4k for Baines, 1.5k for Rojo, 1.9k for Sterling, who does have a Path to Glory card, funnily enough. And I picked up obviously a lot of these guys. Now, Kruse can go, Vea can go. I'm going to need a few more though. Novcevic, no. I basically need non-Premier League players. If I do miss a Premier League player, I apologise. But I had a load of like 82s that weren't from the Premier League anyway. Rabiot can go. Benyat, no. Fejsa can go. Balde Jiao can go. And then I think with the fact that we've got the Path to Glory high-rated card in there, we might be able to get away with some 81s. Martins himself has a card. We'll pop in Bruma, we'll pop in Skirtle, we'll pop in Coates. Is this enough? There's only an 81 rated, so how much does that change it? Alright, so I just need one more 82 rated card. Let's swap this around. Let's go and get ourselves an 82 striker. Let's use, which one cost me cheapest? 900 coins for the 82 Daniel Sturridge from West Brom. I don't know if I'm going to need him or not, but we'll throw him in there. Let's pop them up like that. Let's swap these two around here, and then let's put Bruma in at left mid, and then pop him up front. There you go. So this is like let's work out how much this has cost me. Now this SBC for Jonathan Vieira. Remember when I did these 4 cards? They cost me less than 10,000 each, and I said you never know when they're going to come in handy for an SBC, like a high rated card or something like that if they get upgrades. Well, that time has arisen here, guys. We get ourselves Max Kruse. I don't know how much he's worth now, but first owner. Oh, Jesus. These are all first owners except 900 for Sturridge. Well, there we go. So we're going to turn that in. We're going to get one Path to Glory spring player pack. Untradeable, of course. What we're going to do next is we're going to open it, and then I'm going to go and do a couple more. We're just going to not keep doing them, but we're going to do some. I've got a few Path to Glory players. If I get another Path to Glory, if I get a good player... great. There's some sick players as well. So let's see what we do get out of our Path to Glory player pack. Hopefully it's one of the good ones. The flare comes up. It is green with the purple flare. Who is it going to be? Portugal. Right wing. Sporting. It is Gelson Martins. So it's an 81 rated. So I could use him again because they are untradeable. So obviously I want to use players that are going to be useful to me. 5-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Not ideal. Good dribbling. Good pace, but shooting and passing is lacking. Physical is okay. but we could use him. So I don't want to use the ones that I could that I can't get duplicates for. Obviously, I want to use the ones that I potentially could get duplicates for. And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do, I think, 2 more today here. So let's do another untradeable spring Path to Glory pack. We're going to do 2 more here today. But what we're going to do is we're going to use our red cards. Now I can get away with 1, not Premier League ones or La Liga again. So let's use D-Ra. He means nothing. We've got some 82s as well that we can use. I'm going to have to use Gelson Martins there. Moy I don't want to use. Kolarov, he can go. Berezutski, he can go. Griffo, he can go. He doesn't really mean much. Doesn't really mean anything. Alcacer, I don't want to go. Zila, he can go. Talisca, he can go. When am I going to use these cards? You know, he can go. Farfan, he can go. Mali, he can go. Adebayor, he can go. That is an 82 rated team. I believe that's exactly the perfect rating. And I know some people probably look at this and think, man, that's stupid. You're wasting these red cards. But let's have a look at these red cards. D-Ra, 7 games. I can't even remember why I played him. I must have linked him with someone for 7 games. But yeah, 7 games. Or maybe I played him in offline or something. I don't know. Mali, no games ever. Berezutski, 7 games. I must have built a red team and played a division run or something. I don't know. Kolarov, 35 games. Or these guys would have been used for getting rid of red cards. So they would have been used in just offline games to get rid of red cards. And injuries. Kolarov, 35 games. He came on as a sub for a while. He actually has good, well-rounded stats. Not anymore. You know, now he's just a useless player that never sees the light of day. Zila, never seen a game. Talisca, 19 games, but he's already got an 86 rated card. Now, this is a decent enough card, but yeah, he's got 2 better cards anyway. Sidigu, 4 games. Farfan, 17 games as a sub. He did alright, but again, he's got okay stats. It's just that there's other players that I would rather prefer using instead of him. Griffo, no games. Adebayor, no games. 93 composure on Adebayor. But this is a team that I'm not going to miss these red cards. You know, I really am not. We might as well use them instead of wasting coins on other 82s. They don't count as informs. I'm not going to use all of my red cards. I'm going to save a lot of them for SBCs towards the back end of the year. But for the time being, I don't mind doing the odd one here or there. So another Path to Glory player. Can we get a better player than Gelson Martins this time? Let's see what we do actually get. Let me see that Argentina flag. England, left, it's Bertrand. Okay, so that's bad as well. He's just not going to get special cards, is he? He doesn't play enough. He's not good enough. He's only an 80 rated, sorry. We'll send him into the club. I want to do one more. We'll see what the Reds are saying as well. Let's go back to Path to Glory. And I will do more. They're here for a week. I'm going to do more every single week. We're going to use the untradeable one that we've got until we get some that we like and that I think are good. You know, there are so many. Higuain, I would love. Icardi, I would love. Roberto Firmino, Alexandro, left back. Thiago would be great. Sterling as a cam. Isco would be great. Milinkovic-Savic obviously would be great. There's so many here that I actually would like a lot that I'm willing to keep trading them in. So let's get that Bertrand in there. Let's have a look at how many more 82s. So Kostic I'm never going to use. Funes Mori can go. Zoet can go. Raul can go. Visca can go. So I want to keep like the higher rated ones. Not all of them though. I don't mind using the odd higher rated one here. Like another, wait, I already have Kostic. Wait, can I put 2 Kostiches in there? That's interesting. Yeah, I want to keep some of the higher rated ones for when I actually want to use them in the SBCs. Grankvis can go. Let's pop in a few 81s and that should be enough because I've got in enough of the other bad ones. So Beto can go. Ulrich can go. And is Destro... Well, Destro already takes us up to an 81. So let me get rid of him. Let me just go and put in some low-rated dudes. Because I've got an 83... Wait, is an 83 enough? Oh, I've got in the... Yeah, few players in there. So we've got a few here. These are all La Liga players, so I don't want to use those. I want to go position left mid. Let's take an active position card. So this guy can go in. No problem. That takes us to a 78. This guy, oh no, wait, I need him. Let's put in this guy. That takes us to a 79. And let's put in an 81 now and see if that takes us up to the 80. Only takes us to an 81. So let's put the cam up at maybe a 77. Have a look at 76. 76 not enough. 77 is going to be... Oh, we've got some 78s here. 78 not enough. 77. Let's pop the 77 Toon Straight in and go to the other spot here. 78 is going to be enough for this. No. 79 is going to be enough for this. No. So we're going to need an 80 rated at least here. Obviously not going to use Jesse Lingard or Tadic or any of the Premier League. Belanda's 81. Yes. So we'll throw that in there. Perfect. We'll pop Belanda over there. We'll throw it. Did I not put in that other Kostic? I thought I put in Kostic, but I guess not. Maybe I used him in the last one. But here we go, guys. Our third Path to Glory pack. And this will be the end of it for now. I might do more for the video. Might see more in this video here. Hopefully we get something decent. We got... who did we get the first one? Who was it? It was Gelson Martins in the first one. Ryan Bertrand in the second one. Hopefully third time's a charm and we get someone at least worth something. What do we get, EA? Come on, hook me up with a big player here. Let's get something worth shouting about. Who is that? Oh, it's Damn. Damn. It couldn't have been much worse there, guys, could it? We got 3 of the worst ones, but we'll keep going. Like I say, you know, the 82s is probably going to go up to about... The 82s are probably going to go up to like 2k each or so. So it's probably going to cost us like 20k a turn. But I'm happy to do 5 or 6 more, paying 20k a turn until we get something worthwhile. If we never get anything worthwhile, then so be it. That'll be the luck of me. But this, guys, is going to be the end for now. We're going to come back with some more games, some more packs in just a second. So I will be right back. Okay, guys, you'll probably notice a change of attire. It is a brand new day. Today, for the rest of this video, it's about 6 or 7 minutes, which isn't going to be nearly long enough for me to talk. I've got another couple of Path to Glory cards going in, and just using the cards that I bought to prepare for the Premier League. As I showed you guys the other day, I prepared every Premier League team for the Premier League SBC. The fact that Path to Glory is out now, and not the Premier League SBC. Path to Glory runs for a week, so next Friday, even if Premier League SBC does come next Friday, I'm not going to be too many players short of completing what I want to complete. And because they're going to be the shiny 82s and 81s, they're going to still continue to get packed a lot throughout rewards and such, so they won't be a huge burden to purchase back when it's relevant. So I thought, hey, I picked up these 82s for super cheap, you know. Most of the Premier League 82s that I got were for like 1400, 1300. Like I got a Daniel Sturridge for like 850. So I thought, hey, let's just do a few PTGs. Maybe try and get one that I like. There are quite a few that I like actually. Let me grab Footbin open real quick. And have a brief look at them. There are quite a few, like Icardi, for example. I thoroughly like that card, and I actually bought it. I bought 2 Path to Glory cards. One of them was Icardi for 75k, and his price actually went down from 75k to about as low as 70k at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I thought, oh god, I've made another mistake. But no, 70k was seemingly the low point, and he's back up to 80k on PlayStation now. So made profit after tax, albeit 1,000 or 2 coins. And the other one that I bought, you guys are going to see in tomorrow's episode. We're going to play some games, but we're playing some games with Icardi here today. And the reason why I bought the Path to Glory Icardi is for a few reasons. First of all, he suits my play style in the manner of having 99 jumping, 99 heading, 90 reactions, 89 composure, 4-star weak foot. He's actually, although he's only got 82 pace, he has 84 sprint speed. So with a Hunter, he goes up to 93 acceleration, 94 sprint speed. That's very similar to Cavani that we have. His positioning and finishing is great, and he scores a lot of goals. It wouldn't be unreasonable to assume that he might get another informed 2 or 3 over the coming weeks and months and go up towards a 92, 93 rated card. And I would love that. That would be great, you know. So I thought, hey, let's get him. And then the other one that we bought, you guys will see tomorrow. So we've got 3 FUT Champs games here. The first one we got is from Anup Adiga. Says, hey, I think you mentioned a few times in your previous videos it isn't about the rewards, and you genuinely believe that. You said it's about challenging yourself on a competitive level and seeing what you can achieve. If that's what you truly believe, then don't let the rewards come in the middle of what you want to do. This series is called Road to Glory. You are building a team which is at the end of the day going to go out there and compete. Forget the rewards. Take what... Oh, I didn't show the rest of the comment. I'm going to have to ignore that. But basically, the general consensus from the responses of yesterday's video was that I should ignore the rewards and enjoy the game more. You know, enjoy the game for what it is. And if that is the case, then it would be a situation where I probably would play less than 20 games of FUT Champs per week, every week, without fail. Because if we literally, if we take into consideration, I've got millions of coins in the bank. We've probably got 7 or 8 million if we liquidated everything. Maybe a little less after tax and some depreciation. Let's say 6.5, 7 million as a fair assessment. If that's the case, then the rewards mean nothing, and playing for fun in this game would be me probably playing the first 15 or 18 games. And the reason why that would be fun is because those are the games where matchmaking hasn't kicked in properly, it's generally a little bit easier, and I enjoy my time. So if we're playing for fun, that's the case. And if we're playing for competitiveness, I don't have it in me, in my life and the way I do things. I'm not good enough at this game to do everything I do in my day-to-day life, father of 2, running 2 channels, etc, etc. I don't have the natural skill to be Elite 1 or higher in this game. There are the odd week here or there where I'll luck into an Elite 1 finish, but my natural skill level is about Elite 3, maybe Elite 2 at a push, but I think it's fair to say Elite 3 is my natural skill level. For me to improve that, I need to take time away from all the other things to actually improve my game, because I don't have the natural skill, and I don't have the time nor the will to do that. So if we're talking on a competitive setting, right now in the current FUT Champs format, I don't have it in me, and nor will I in the current FUT Champs competitive situation to get better at this game, which means I've hit my peak competitive level, and it is Elite 1 twice, Elite 2 a handful of times, and Elite 3 as a general rule. So there's that. We also have a few comments here. James Smith, again, just going on the notion of FUT Champs, the rewards and such. James Smith says, I just don't see the benefit of FUT Champs to a high level anymore. The rewards simply aren't beneficial for the upgrades toward teams. I traded Path to Glories for 10 minutes yesterday and made over 50,000 coins. If throughout 40 games you're only generating around 120k with rewards, it's just not worth it. And another comment as well says, Fletcher11 says, making coins from trading is good, but if you're not playing FUT Champs and you're making all those coins and having nowhere to use them. And like both of those comments are so true. On the one hand, making over 40 games, and I think this speaks to how wrong the game is right now, and why so many people are putting it down and picking up Fortnite or PUBG or whatever game they're playing, is because there's just no, there's no fun in the game. And there is a really long comment, and I'm going to go through it, I'm going to read it, and I'm going to have to put some bronze packs at the back end of it, because I want to read this and I want to give some ideas behind what I want. And so the general, as I say, the general idea is, on the one hand, forget rewards, just play the game because you enjoy it. And on the other hand, what's the point of concentrating on rewards and trading and having coins if you're not going to enjoy the game? Bottom line is, it all comes down to enjoyment. And there was one comment, before I read this really long comment, there was one comment that said, if you weren't a YouTuber and uploading, what would you do with your coins? What would you do with your team? How would you play on this account? And that provoked a thought to me that was very interesting, because the truth of the matter is, if I wasn't a YouTuber, I probably wouldn't play this game anymore. As much as I love FIFA and I love Ultimate Team, and this is a game that I've played since its inception. FIFA 09, I played Ultimate Team, I bought it, I think it was like £15 back then, for Ultimate Team. Played the hell out of FIFA every single year of my life, and sometimes I played other games in between, like during the time where COD 4 was a big game and Modern Warfare 2 was a big game. I would prioritise those games over FIFA. When Minecraft first ever came out as an alpha game that was free, I played Minecraft over FIFA. There have been periods in my life where I played League of Legends instead of FIFA, or I played Diablo 3 instead of FIFA. And during the times where I either wasn't a full-time YouTuber, wasn't a daily uploader, or only had one channel, during those times I just wouldn't play FIFA. And the truth of the matter is, right now, that if I wasn't a YouTuber, if I just had a regular job, a 9-to-5 office job, or not even a 9-to-5 office job, if I worked in McDonald's or whatever my job was, I would probably come home and play Diablo, or I'd come home and play Minecraft, or I'd come home and play PUBG with my friends. I might indulge in FIFA from time to time and build up a 100k or 200k squad. I might be like, oh, FUT Champs, that's pretty cool. Don't have time to play on the weekends. I just won't touch it much. And the truth of the matter is that I wouldn't play FIFA generally if I wasn't a YouTuber. And that again speaks volumes about the situation that this game's in right now, where I play this game not just because I'm a YouTuber, though. I know people take that out of context and say, oh, you're only uploading then for the views or for the money or whatever. No, I do love this game, and I want more out of this game, and I love what this game offers, and I love the idea behind this game. But I think, you know, we're just in a weird spot with it. Now, the last comment, let me read it real quick. Luke's SDS says, probably everyone is going to start calling me a dick while reading it. I don't really understand why the hell you don't let yourself just enjoy this game. It's the second year while we have FUT Champs, and the first year when we have squad battles, and it is the second year that I hear you are getting tired of playing 40 games of FUT Champs every week. It is, again, I'm going to sound like a dick, obvious that it's super exhausting to play high-level match after match in a small period of time. A few years ago, there was only divisions to play in some tournaments. The draft was a new thing, and you still managed to have fun during those FIFAs. My point is, stop forcing yourself to play a game for the sake of playing it. Turn the console on when you just want to play a draft, a few games on a Tuesday evening because you actually want to play it. Play the weekend league until you actually just want to stop forcing to play 40 games. When you say that you had a really good 18-3 weekend, why not do the exact same next weekend league instead of trying to go for all 40 games, which you said yourself you don't reward you enough. Nick has said that he's achieved the glory in his Road to Glory series. I personally think that you have done that. Having this team plus 5 million coins and so many items in the club is more than amazing. Today was a really good example of how you don't let yourself enjoy the game. You could just splash out on a few mega packs. You have made a huge profit with Salah cards and Path to Glory cards, but you said there would be a waste of coins, which is true looking from an economic perspective of the game, but this is the game. You don't have to think about every single coin when you have so much of them. You will easily get to make them back in the next few weeks in the worst case. Just enjoy the game. Go buy that overpriced player that you like you did with the Team of the Year cards. And the last thing, you don't have to explain to us every time in such detailed information why you decided not to play all 40 games. You have a wife, 2 kids, who one of them is a newborn. Everyone has got a life outside of their work, and majority of people understand it. And if there are some people who can't get it, I think that's their problem, not yours. Sorry if I sound like a dick writing without any logical sequence. Just wanted to say my honest opinion about your management of the Road to Glory and putting pressure on yourself on a weekly basis. Hope you will see it and will be able to read it and think about that. P.S. Haven't missed a single video since the start of FIFA 16 Road to Glory. I want to say you're one of the best FIFA content creators. And first and foremost, appreciate the kind words and appreciate the message in general. You don't sound like a dick whilst writing that. You're entitled to your opinion 100%. And when comments are put like this, I respect and consider them considerably more than when someone just puts an abusive comment. Like there was an abusive comment a couple of days ago, let me see if I can find it, where some guy was like, you'll play the 40 games because we told you you need to play the 40 games. We're the reason you make money. You must do what we tell you. And I'm like, I didn't even give that guy the time of day. But one of the top comments on the video is from Leon MC. He says, Nep, you keep saying, what's the point? It's not worth it. How about you stop treating this game like a business venture where you're investing in a commodity and treat it like a game it's supposed to be? Actually, no, that's not the comment. Sorry, Leon, that's not the comment. That was actually another comment that I was considering picking up for this video, but I didn't because Lucas's comment kind of encapsulated what you said and a little bit more. I can't even find the comment. Anyway, to break down your comment and to talk about what you say, let's start from the top. You know, first of all, I agree with much of what you said, and a lot of what you said has provoked thought in me. But I disagree with some things as well. Your first point is that, you know, this year we have FUT Champs for the second year, we have squad battles for the first year, and it's the second year where we're tired of 40 games every week. It's obviously as exhausting to play for a small period of time. A few years ago, there was only divisions to play in some tournaments. The lack of content a few years ago is no excuse for the way the content is given out this year. It should never be a situation where you sit there and say, well, we had nothing 2 years ago, so just put up with it. That's not how this works. You know, it's just not how it should work. It's not how it does work. And people will ultimately just get fed up and leave, as you can see right now. You know, like, less people play this game, less people watch this game, and people are just getting fed up because, yeah, it's forcing everything into the weekend, into the 40 games in such a small period of time. And again, this weekend, I said this in yesterday's video, this weekend is a prime example of how they've got it so wrong. We get everything on a Friday, a Saturday and a Sunday, and then come Monday, there's nothing again. Actually, next week, it's actually going to be a good week because there are 2 Path to Glory cards that you can win through the daily knockout tournament, which is great. I don't think it's fair that it should be in a daily knockout tournament because now all the hardcore players are going to go and play that to win those games, and then people that want to qualify for FUT Champs are going to get knocked out by people just trying to win the reward. So I think they've got that balance wrong. I think there should be a separate mode for winning players in tournaments, and the daily knockout tournament should just be its own thing for qualification. But it's a step in the right direction. You know, 2 things that are positive that will get people coming back to playing. I now have a reason to play Monday and Tuesday to win the first Path to Glory card, and then Wednesday and Thursday to win the second Path to Glory card. I have a reason to build a squad to play a game. So I don't think that the response is, you didn't have anything a few years ago, you've got this now, so deal with it. It should really be a consideration. But you continue to say the draft was a new thing and you still had managed to you still manage to have fun during those FIFAs. And I think what you're getting at is that back then I still had fun, and there wasn't even the things that we have now. Well, the whole social media scene and the whole esports scene and the whole FIFA scene has changed dramatically in those 2 years. But to hit your point on the head, back in FIFA 16, when Draft first came out, Draft was great because you could draft and get cool rewards that we'd never had before. And building squads to play in divisions was fun because there was no meta. Taking a funky team into Division 1 was fun because you could actually still play. You could still compete. Now, every squad's so meta that if you build a fun squad, you're just going to get trucked over. It's not going to be enjoyable. The whole point, as many people have pointed out, this game is about having fun. And if you don't have a competitive squad this year in FIFA, it's simply, in my personal opinion anyway, it's just not fun. If you don't have a team that can win games, that can get you points, that can get you wins, that can get you prizes, it defeats the entire purpose of playing. When we go back to FIFA 16 and prior, I only had one FIFA channel back then, and I only uploaded one video a day for a period of time. Sometimes I uploaded 2 videos a day during FIFA 12, 13 and 14, but during FIFA 15 and 16 I went down to 1, sometimes 2 videos a day. So what I was able to do is have a lot of free time. And as I said before, you know, this Road to Glory was on the main channel, and then I would do other squad builders and drafts and stuff, and I wouldn't have the pressure of running 2 channels. And that's my decision. I totally take that on board. It's my choice to run 2 channels, and I wouldn't change it for the world because I love what I've built on both channels. I love that they both have their different nuances. I love that they're both unique in their own way, and that's the truth. As you continue, you said, my point is stop forcing yourself to play a game for the sake of playing it. Turn on the console when you just want to play a draft, a few games Tuesday evening because you actually want to play it. Play Weekend League until you actually want to play, and stop forcing to play 40 games. And this comment really just spoke volumes about where I'm at with FIFA right now, because the first words for what you said is turn on the console when you just want to play. I wouldn't turn this game on. As I said earlier, if I wasn't a FIFA YouTuber, I wouldn't turn this game on. And now I can't very well just stop uploading videos because this, you know, or I mean I could very well stop uploading videos. I could just go and change my life completely. But I love this industry, I love this game, I love my community, and I want the best for it. So I play it because I want more. And I think that's where my problem lies, is that I expect so much from this game and it offers so little. And until EA meet what my mind wants, I'm always going to fight with it. And EA are under no obligation to please me. Absolutely not. I just have to hope that what I like is in line with what everyone likes, so that EA will pander to everyone instead of to the few. But yeah, like if you know, I'm not saying I would stop uploading or anything like that, but my thought right now is I wouldn't care to turn the game on. Not often anyway. Maybe 2 or 3 times a week I'd turn the game on and play a few games, maybe do a draft, as you say, like a few bits here or there. But generally speaking, I just wouldn't. And that's why for me, I would love a game mode that you can grind with rewards that aren't coins or packs. Grinding for players, in my opinion, is exceptionally fun. Grinding for coins and packs because of A, how easy coins are to come by, and B, how bad packs are, just isn't fun. So when people say, oh, forget about the rewards and just have fun, the fun for me is earning the prizes and playing the game to earn the prizes. But if the prizes are being forgotten about, there's no fun in playing the game. And then in terms of coin management, you said you said it would be a waste of coins, which is true looking from an economic perspective of this game. But this is a game you don't have to think about every single coin. You're easily going to make them in the next 2 weeks. Just enjoy this game. Go buy that overpriced player like you did with the Team of the Year cards. And on that note, when I bought those Team of the Year cards, I got so much abuse. I just got hate from people. Just told me, stop wasting your coins. Don't do this. Don't. And I felt like if I opened that pack, I didn't want to open that pack anyway because it would have been just a waste of coins. Packs are just not worth it. They just aren't. You know, packs are just never really worth it. And if I opened that pack, probably people would, well, not probably, I don't want to put words in people's mouth, but I remember back for those Team of the Years, literally I bought those Team of the Year cards. I thought it was great. I was like, brilliant guys, we bought some Team of the Year cards, we worked so hard for this, and now we get to use these. And all I got met with was abuse of people saying, you should have waited, you should have waited, you should have waited. And now I'm saying, let's not spend the coins and waste them. And I'm getting people saying, you should waste them, spend them, you've got so many. So I can't please everyone, and I understand that, and I do my best in that sense. Yeah, I think trying new players is something that's good and fun, but boring at the same time. I made a comment on Reddit, and this video is probably going to be mad long now, so I hope you guys enjoy these. I made a comment on Reddit in a thread last night talking about a guy called Corey McLeod said, "Why bother upgrading?" And he watches the videos, and his thread was, long story short version says, long story short, I've upgraded my team over the year and it doesn't make me get better results. Look at Nick or NepentheZ with great teams and they still finish the same. Skill is levels above the team, so a genuine question, why bother upgrading? And I responded with basically is this: once you get the meta that suits you, there are only a couple of players that will make a difference for you. 99 Ronaldo, 94 Ronaldo, 90 Hullet, any Vieira, Team of the Year Ramos, 92 Maldini, and then potentially Lothar Matthäus and Thierry Henry's top cards. I said those players will turn games for you because they are levels above the top meta cards, but only those. Other than that, you will never really upgrade your team, you just change it. Inform Benatia, Boateng, Ramos, Futmas Koulibaly, they're all the same other than a couple of nuances. They all come out at the 92, around the 92 mark on the position rating of Futbin, so the only things you'll really notice are perhaps some traits that might impact your game on the odd occasion. You can say the same for any player on any position. People laugh at me when I compare specific players and values, but I believe in what I say. Bale with a Hunter is 91 right forward or a 90 right wing. Promes with a Hunter is 92 right forward or 91 right wing. According to the breakdown of stats, Promes is a better card, albeit marginally. Bale has some traits, 6 in total, but only 4 that are relevant in game. Promes has 5 traits in total, but only 4 that are relevant in game. For example, injury prone and selfish are not important in online games. So by and large, these players are exceptionally similar in terms of in-game ability, and the differences are in the finer details, and these differences are only important to the person who actually uses them. Perhaps you like the height and strength of Bale, or perhaps you prefer the full 4-star weak foot and agility of Promes. I think in general there are key stats for players that can make a difference in spite of what the rating is suggested via Futbin. Stamina, for example, is very important all round. Reactions on players seems to be very important this year, more specifically on centre-backs. Weak foot can play a big impact. Height, obviously things like height and strength can be very relevant. And of course, composure is vital in tough games, but almost irrelevant in mismatch of skill games. There are so many players that fall in a 91 to 93 rating category when a correct chem style is applied, that a 400 to 500k team will perform in general near identical to a 4 to 5 million coin team, and the only difference will generally be what you favour from specific players. The players that make the difference are those that hit the 96 plus mark in the ratings, and there aren't many of those. This, of course, is just my opinion, but honestly believe it. And what I'm trying to say there is that there are around 10 players that get 97, 98, 99 ratings in areas, and those are the big difference makers. The Patrick Vieiras, the Ruud Gullits, the Cristiano Ronaldo Team of the Year, the 94 Ronaldo. They become 98 rated strikers, 99 rated left wings, 97 rated CDMs. Team of the Year Sergio Ramos is a 99 rated centre back, and you can really tell the difference because their stats are so far above and beyond the actual meta of what a team is. But the meta of what a team, the general meta, the second tier meta, all the players are the same except for a few differences. For example, you might have a left wing that's a 93 rated left mid with a Hunter, and a different left wing that's a 93 rated left mid with a Hunter. One of them has 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, and one of them has 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. So the only difference is truly in these players, and the only value you will get out of these players is which one of those things you prefer. Do you prefer a 5-star weak foot, or do you prefer 4-star skill moves? Do you prefer a nice nippy striker like a Quincy Promes, you know, a short, a high agility, high pace player, or does your game style suit a nice Cavani card, someone who's going to be able to get in, bustle his way through, get good head on the ball, and be a clinical finisher? And it comes down to the fact that it doesn't matter how much each card costs. They're essentially the same rating. They will do the same job outside of the tiny minor differences, but those tiny minor differences are only suitable to the person that's controlling the player. So when we build different teams, when I use Cavani instead of this Icardi that I've picked up, or when I use who was I using last? When I was using De Bruyne at striker, like it's all the same. They're all the same player, and so building a new team and playing with new players, it's not going to make any difference because the truth of the matter is that ratings position place on Futbin. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Like when you go to Futbin and select a player and you apply a chem style to them, it gives you their in-game rating for that position, and that rating is derived from stats. Now, it's not an exact science, right? Because as I say, if you had Icardi right now is a 92.2 rated striker and he has 77 stamina. So already that low stamina for a striker, it might cause you problems. If he had like 50 stamina, it doesn't matter that he's rated 92 as a striker. I would just never use him because you're like, look, you're going to get like 30 in-game minutes out of him. So there are certain things that make that stat completely irrelevant. The same thing for pace. You know, if you've got someone like, if we take, let's go and take Giroud's special card, because I think that's a good example as well. Giroud's special card with a hunter takes him to 92 striker. Let me try and find something that doesn't boost pace. So Giroud's special card with a maestro, yeah, it is a maestro, isn't it? Yeah, with a maestro takes him to a 92 rated striker as well. So according to Footbin, Giroud and Icardi are the same rating for strikers, but the differences are huge because Giroud only has 58 sprint speed, and the way this game works, and he only has 56 pace in general, the way this game works is that just won't cut it. You know, it's just not good enough. You might find the odd player that will use him where they don't revolve their game around pace, and then he will be impactful for them, but generally speaking, someone like Giroud at a 92 striker versus someone like Icardi at a 92 striker, they will be worlds apart for the general meta of gameplay. But when we take centre-backs, most centre-backs are 91, 92, 93 rated with a shadow card because the chem star boosts the stats so dramatically that it makes them all the same. So then the differences come in height, weak foot, skill moves, work rates, and bonus stats that are relevant, like reactions for centre-backs, like finishing for strikers, like composure for those close games, and you know, then also traits. You know, there are obviously some cards that have custom animations. Like Cristiano Ronaldo is the best player in this game because he has so many custom animations. He does things that legitimately no other player can do. But outside of those players, when you just look at the other standard players, like their traits are important. If they don't have good traits, like the finesse shot trait is important because you score more finesse shots. So if you have, again, a 93 rated cam without the finesse shot trait, or a 93 rated cam with the finesse shot trait, the one with the finesse shot trait is ultimately going to be the superior player. But again, not by much, because it's not like you're going to score 5 finesse shots a game. You might get 1 attempt or 2 attempts a game, and then it matters on you controlling the player. So the bottom line is, in terms of like building new teams, like the reason why I've sold off what I've sold off and I'm waiting for Team of the Season to come around is because I believe that Team of the Season is going to show us those 97, 98, 99 cards more, and they're going to be affordable for me. In the meantime, there's no point me building super teams or funky teams or anything like that, because as you know, as the thread on Reddit says, it's not going to change my results. So I might as well build a team that I actually have fun with and the players that I enjoy, and I feel like that's what I've got right now. I've got a team that I enjoy, my defence I love, my midfield is very, very strong, and I'm experimenting with strikers. There's nothing else for me to do with this team, which means there's nothing else for me really to do on FIFA outside of winning things that EA allow us to win. So, and doing things EA give us to do for content. So Path to Glory is fun because we get to do the SBCs. The Daily Knockout is fun because we get to win players. But FUT Champs is just not fun, it's not rewarding, and it's not something that I'm going to engage in to a high degree. I'm probably going to play just to 11 wins this week, and that'll be that. This, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video. This is going to be a super long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, I'm very excited to see the discussion that you guys have in the comments about this. I hope you can keep it civil and understand that everything I do and everything I say comes from just a good place of wanting this game to be better. I love this game. I love you guys. I love my community. And I want the best for it, and I don't think EA are doing that right now. And that's where my problem ultimately lies. This, though, guys, is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.